Hello and welcome back. It's GotAUkulele ukulele reviews. Another good one for you today. It's a welcome back for a handmade luthier built instrument by a company called Bonanza Ukuleles, which is the business of Pete and Shelley Mai in Big Falls, Minnesota in the USA. And you may recall about 12 months ago I looked at one of his HBL high pressure laminate, extremely funky looking, weirdly constructed double bout acoustic ukuleles, and I really liked it. He's got a lot of buzz and a lot of support from people in the ukulele world who like what he's doing. He's not doing it conventionally, but he is doing it by hand, and he's got a pretty good brain for ideas. He's a cabinet maker, furniture maker, so he knows what he's doing. And for a while now I've seen this one cropping up on his Facebook and his Instagram kind of feeds and thinking I'd really like to feature this one, and thankfully Pete has sent one over all the way from the USA for me to take a look at. And this is his Oreo tenor. Oreo, well, we'll come on to why, but it's pretty obvious. And it's quite an unconventional thing. On the face of it, it's a thin line. It's a double bout tenor scale instrument. He also makes these in soprano, concert, and baritone. This is the tenor. And it is quite unusual, and the reason it's unusual is the way that this body, this thin line body, is constructed. This comes in a variety of different wood types. This one is made in this is black walnut, but you can also get pale with a darker stripe. This is called the Oreo because it looks like an Oreo biscuit cookie. And how it's made is that this top piece is not connected to the sides in the normal way. The top and the brown you can see is all one piece of wood, so it's a flat piece of wood that he machines out, leaving just the sound hole and a bit of the sides. He does the same thing with the back, so that ends up with it will create like an ashtray shape, and then he creates a hoop of this aspen wood, which is the pale wood, looks like maple, which fits the two together. So there's no normal kerfing linings, because from here and all the way around, that is one piece of wood that's been routed out. From here all the way around, one piece of wood that's been routed out, with this hoop fitted in the middle. It's really unconventional, but it's really resonant and it's really light, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's finished in a satin semi-gloss hand-rubbed finish. It's flawlessly put together by Pete, and there's not much I don't like about it. When I opened the box and saw this, I'd been seeing pictures of it, but I was staggered by it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. If you don't like the cutaway, which this has, you can get it without. You can also get it in like a boat paddle pear shape. You can also get it in his trademark amoeba shape, which is a really funky looking thing, but they're all the same sort of construction. So this really strange build. Yeah, I like that a lot. And I love the wood grain, and I love pretty much that contrast of that stripe is just absolutely beautiful. That looks like a walnut bridge. It's a through body bridge with little star engravings there where the strings go through. People think they're complicated. They're not. You put the strings through there, pull them out the sound hole, tie a knot, and pull them back. The saddle is straight topped, and that's made of speckled corian, which is a stone substitute used by a lot of luthiers as a very hard wood bone substitute for saddles and nuts. Rob Collins at Tin Guitar uses corian a lot. Marco Dodicini at Untitled uses them as well. That's nice. There's no other decoration on this other than the sound hole rosette engraving, but what Pete will offer is pretty much anything. I've seen him do these really personalised with messages on them, people's names, that kind of thing. The limit is just your imagination. That's nice. Inside, bit of bracing in there, but as I say, no linings, really neat and tidy, and that Music Soothes the Soul logo on the pyrograph engraved wooden plate. I really like that. Oh, and you get a couple of strap buttons as well. Up to the neck, this looks like it's made of mahogany. There's a joint in the heel. It's quite rounded on the back, and it's a little bit narrow for me at about 37mm, although the string spacing at 27 is pretty much the same as the Coaloa. I still would like it a bit flatter and a little bit wider, but that's just me. You get 18 frets. They're quite jumbo, 14 to the body joint, and they're really dressed very nicely indeed. No problems with those at all. There looks like a bit of binding or hiding on the fret edges there because I can't see them. You get dot perloid position markers at 5, 7, 10, 12 and 15. Yes, they are repeated on the side, and it's finished in the same sort of rubbed satin gloss. Very nice. No complaints with that fingerboard. Incidentally, the fingerboard looks like it's made of walnut as well, and it's in very, very good condition. Past the Korean nut, and the setup, incidentally, is just fine on this. It's a plain shaped headstock, but that's not a bad thing. I think it's distinctive for that, with the Bonanza logo there, laser etched, and really nicely he's repeated that colour matching up on the headstock. So many brands miss the opportunity to repeat those design cues up at the headstock. This is the perfect opportunity to do it, and he's done it with more of this stripe of the aspen. And tuners on this one are sealed, unbranded chrome gears with black buttons. They're really good ones, nice and even tension on them, but he gives you lots of options. You can have UPTs, you can have friction pegs. It's all about choice with Bonanza, I find. You can choose the woods, the decoration, you can get a pickup fitted, you can get pretty much anything you want. And these are Worth brown strings in re-entrant G. Yeah, no complaints. The price in this spec, which is pretty standard, $339 for a handmade, unusually built, made in the USA instrument. I think that's really pretty good price. And the build quality is very, very good. Sure, you can tell it's a handmade instrument. There's one or two tooling marks on the fingerboard and polishing marks in the finish, but nothing bad at all. I'm really nitpicking by saying that. And I can't really find much I don't like about it. It's light, it's resonant, it's balanced. And being very thin, I was concerned about the volume projection, and no, it's not the loudest ukulele on the block at all, but it's not quiet. I've played much quieter tenors for similar sort of money, if not more money. It's not muted, and what it's got loads of sustain and a really nice characterful sound. Loads of sustain, and I can feel not only the whole thing vibrating, I can feel the neck vibrating. It's a resonant instrument, and I like the jangle. Oh yeah. Sound of that, it's really pick up and playable. It's just, I've played this a lot since it arrived. I don't play everything I get on loan quite this much. I just keep picking this up. It's tactile, it's easy to pick up, it's so easy to play. Let's try that again. The key word here with this and with everything that's made by Pete that I've seen, and the two that I've had a look at, three that I've had a look at in fact, is different. It's certainly different, and that is a good thing. I like different, but it's not different at the expense of an instrument that's either unplayable or it's just something you're going to hang on the wall. I would love to own this. This is an instrument that I think I'd probably pick up more than anything else. It would be great with a pickup as a performance instrument. It's probably going to get a little bit lost on volume at your club, but I don't think that's the point of it. I think this is a porch picker. This is just for sitting down, laying back on your sofa with something really comfortable that's not cumbersome, that just sits in the hands and is a joy to play. It gets a very good score because I think Pete's brain that he comes up with these ideas and puts them together, that's a woodworker's brain, I really like this a lot. It's called the Oreo. It's made by Bonanza Ukuleles in the USA, 339, and this is very highly recommended. I have loved reviewing this. Just look at it. I adore it. I absolutely adore it. I've been spoilt recently, haven't I? There's got to be something bad coming. Keep watching. I hope not. GotAUkulele will be back next week. We move on to banjo territory with something that I think again is going to be quite a good one. And I will see you very soon. Remember, the video reviews are just there to complement the written review. The details are in the link below, down here, up here, wherever that button is. Go visit the website. You'll get a lot more detail. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Enjoy your weekend.